time we have for today. Oh, hi! You're here early. Sometimes it's good to be early, but our show starts at a specific time. You should remember that. Let's get started then, shall we?
Dylan, I don't give a what you think about a co-host and freshen up my show.
It might not be flashy, but sometimes you just gotta toss another person to make a statement.
My show's about the People's Podcast. Everyone has a voice. I don't need a co-host. Go listen to one of the other 5,000 shows with a co-host because they don't have a mouth like the big guy.
Opie, are you a career killer with Tim Sabian, yourself, and many others?
Be myself. Never had real issues with those people. They just understood that I was a different bird. The rest of them, though, I'm like, oh, shut up. I'm paying your salary because the ratings are so good, so shut up.
Live from
Somewhere.
it's
Dylan.
Greetings from somewhere. I am your host, Dylan. I am joined today by my regular co-host on Wednesdays, Tommy the Spurg Snake. Good afternoon, sir.
How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. I've got to say, I actually asked you on for a segment I'm not going to do because it was more James Rolfe.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, there's only so much James you can handle in a week.
That's something that I just could not. I was picking the video out, and I was like, no, what we just suffered through yesterday and this entire week, no, this is worse than Stuttering John's book. Maybe I actually have to read it because I had a lot of fun with Carl Hamburger reviewing it. And he had fun the entire time. He's laughing. We are now in the miserable stage of listening and reading along to this fucking book.
Yeah, it is. It's I don't know, man. The monotone, the wording, the format of the book, like it all is just kind of cascading into a thing that, yeah, it's becoming, like you said yesterday, I think a lot of people tapped out after a certain point or skipped all of that and just read the last 3 chapters because that's all anybody really cares about.
The Bimmy burnout is real.
Yep.
So we might speed run some of these chapters. We might not. We'll see how it goes. Because I was like, oh, now we're in a groove. We'll do 2 episodes per chapter. But actually what I need is a little bit of an uplifting message. So we have a Hope Corps video to get us started for today.
Yeah.
It's a new me, and the first motherfucker look at me wrong today, I'm gonna slap the fuck out of him. Try me, motherfucker.
Started that just a second later than it should have.
It's a new year, it's a new me, and the first motherfucker look at me wrong today, I'm gonna slap the fuck out of him. Try me, motherfucker.
I am a big fan of this new Hope Corps genre. I hope that other places, I haven't dialed in yet my Instagram or any other of these horseshit video feeds. It's the TikTok that I have dialed in to just horseshit.
Yeah. Like the meme you posted in the Discord, Trump was both the problem and the solution to TikTok. He raised the stink about it, about China stealing secrets, and now he's like signing a bill to keep it okay. Nobody can make. You gotta make.
You gotta get You gotta get the. I was gonna say boomers. You gotta get the Zoomers on your side, especially when right. He really kicked down the doors and said a lot of these things these Zoomers like. Nah, but you can have TikTok back. Huh?
Exactly right. You put it exactly. Let's dangle that carrot. What up, chat?
Yeah, a big thanks to all of our friends joining, Tiff Wash and Rini. She was live chatting with me over on the bonus episode for the Rope Shooters Only, and new episode of co-host audition with I'm autistic, now what? And I'm starting to think I might not be autistic, judging by all these people. But I guess I'm just weird again. Either I'm weird or I'm autistic. Take your pick.
Yeah, no, we're in the same boat. I've seen people who were further down the spectrum than I could ever be. I do some autistic things, but not enough to be
More
full-on
Spurgy. You got it in your
Yes.
name. You autism light. We are definitely not the hardcore autism version, but we are the people who can tell you everything about Monday Nitro from 1996 to 1999. At that point,
Exactly.
WWF Raw became just no. You couldn't watch Nitro. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, Raw was so much better.
Nitro had its day in the sun, but I don't have any. Well, actually, we could go down a wrestling rabbit hole with one of our people we have later on today. But I put together some of my clips of TikTok with cute little animals. I would have missed all these adorable little animals if TikTok would have gone away forever.
Look at my happy guy. Oh, just a happy guy. Oh, just a look at that happy. Oh, the happy.
That bird actually did very well. I could like K9us. I could see him actually being part of the band.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that little parakeet that was jamming out too. It's hanging out on the drumstick. That's pretty interesting.
This is just the happiest damn dog around. It looks like a little toy dog, the way he's wagging his head. He's almost got like some thrash metal in his head. He's wagging that head so much.
My puppers gets a little swag in her step when she's got a dog treat. She'll like prance around with it before she jumps on the couch and makes grums.
One of my roommate's dogs, they adopted an old dog, and he's got like just a very fancy, a very regal walk about him, just all the time.
Guy. Oh, just a happy guy. Oh, just a look at that happy. Oh, the happy dog. Oh, just a happy.
The orange cat who was accepted by a herd of capybaras.
And I don't know if anyone's ever seen this lady. I've sent a couple of these videos to DJ Electra because we're getting on the happy side of the good news side of animals before we delve into what the fuck is that?
At a Malaysian zoo, has received his own official signage and is now an official resident of the capybara habitat at Zoo Negara. The cat's name is Oyen, and it's believed he lost his mother as a kitten, but he found his family in the capybara habitat, and he seems to think of himself as just another capybara. And the capybaras are just as comfortable with Oyen, happily welcoming him into the herd. He's been seen within the habitat for the past several years, and over time he's become so popular that some people visit the
He's officially a capybara. I wonder if he still does kitty things. Just well, I imagine he is the capybara that catches all of the rodents around the enclosure.
Oh yeah, I bet that cat is having fun in the zoo. What was I just gonna? Animal videos, like they're doing exactly what they do right now. They distract me. Oh, that's what it was. They had the picture of the cat sniffing the butt of the other capybara. Like they had to make sure there was butt sniffing going on because that's the animal hello.
Yeah, we know who you are. Judged by what you're gonna poop out next.
zoo specifically to try to catch a glimpse of him. Because he's such a beloved resident of the zoo and he's made clear that he intends to stay with his capybara friends, he finally received his official signage in front of the habitat last month. Now the capybara habitat is officially Oyen's home. Zoo staff has indicated that Oyen and the capybaras are happy and healthy with no signs of distress, so they're happy to let the friendship continue.
So Katie and the capybara. Meanwhile, let's go. Okay, we don't get to what they're doing over in Asia. We get two adorable little pugs, and we got this one looks to be out of a different breed. A little bit of a chubby one and a little puppy there.
Okay, girls, who pooped on the floor? Who pooped on the floor? Pepper, were you the one that pooped on the floor, or was it you, Kiwi? Who did it? Really? Kiwi, you think Pepper pooped on the floor? Pepper, was it you? Kiwi, was it you?
I don't know.
Kiwi's lying.
Yeah, I don't know if Kiwi's full of shit. Well, if it was her, she definitely isn't full of shit. But Kiwi has been around here a bit longer. She's the older dog. She's not going to take this abuse. This was the younger fucker. No, him. him. And indeed, a sellout, A. Smith. Kiwi's going to save Kiwi's own ass. As we look at this dog who made history, accidentally to become the first to cross the Romania-Hungarian border.
That's so great. Dogs that come takes.
A little covering track by Mr. Blue Sky as we watch a dog who moves the security camera so he can secretly eat food. Is your dog this clever?
I seen this video. It showed up in my feed too. It was unbelievable.
The fact that both the cat and the dog knows what the camera does.
Blows my mind.
We've got 2 in a row, a dog sellout and now a cat sellout.
Look at that. Look at that. Because I remember, I know I commented, stop snitching. That snitch-ass cat putting the dog on blast like that, that really made me mad.
That cat's making him the main subject for fucking everything.
Yeah, no kidding. The dog was smart enough to turn it, and the cat was like, fuck this. You're getting in trouble, buddy. I'm not taking the heat for you.
Hey, what you doing here, buddy? Your owner's probably looking for you. Whoa, 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 hands, let me see your hands, stop resisting.
Do you ever just look at your pet and think, this is the most perfect thing that I've ever seen in my entire life?
So there we have a little bit of a struggle with an ocelot, I believe that was. Ocelots look adorable, but they're a wild fucking cat.
Yeah, they're pretty rambunctious from what I hear.
As we now go over to Asia, they seem to like to tease their dogs more. I've got 2 examples of that in the row, including, I don't think Xiaoping has made it to the show yet. There is a whole Justice for Xiaoping campaign going on, which we'll get to next, because we'll see what these Asian owners are doing to their dogs to tease the hell out of them. This dog's kind of gotten used to the gag at this point. Come on, be fair. Fair includes maybe one less paw, huh?
Yeah, exactly. He's being mean to the dog. This is funny, though, that they fall for it. And the laugh track is pretty good.
He's got the same gag.
Torture.
I'm going to chop you up with a hatchet.
Your dinner, old dog.
Thanks to Nimrob, who has a capybara fact, a $1.99 super chat. Fun fact, capybaras are actually giant rodents. Adorable little rodents, and they don't have the ugly tail. That's what the rat versus the squirrel. The squirrel has that adorable fluffy tail. Underneath it, it's an ugly old rat tail. But
yeah, rats are a little more pointed in the nose. Squirrels kind of got more of that swoop down, like a chipmunk a bit. Yeah, definitely higher on the rodent scale.
You ever? I had a friend who had a sugar glider. Used to carry him around in a little pouch, like the teeny little flying squirrel type of thing.
Yeah, I've seen those on TV and stuff. I don't know anybody's ever owned one. I got pets that would probably eat that. Your doggy. You got a big old doggy, similar to this size, right? Just about that size. Yeah, she's a little bit smaller in the body, but about that height. And the snake too. The snake will eat a squirrel.
I'm used to little toy doggies. My roommate has the pugs and a little Chihuahua mix. So I tease them all the time. You're not a real dog. Look at that real dog over there, like this one. Okay, now he's getting sneaky about it. He thinks that guy didn't do it on purpose. Oh no, you stepped into a trap dog. He's gonna take your paw for sure this time. Xiaoping.
Oh, look at
this adorable little dog, Xiaoping. I guess I will go ahead and read the subtitles. Xiaoping, do you like roast duck? Mother is not home today. Let me turn these down a little more. I will give it to you. Don't be afraid. It's not home. Okay. Okay, eat it. Oh my God, Xiaoping is eating roast duck. And just that over and over again. I'll let his outrage take it from here. Who told you to eat roast duck?
What are they doing to this dog? Bite him. Bite him.
She's just punishing the dog. This is a regular feature. That's why there is a justice for Xiaoping going around on TikTok, because this is how the guy treats the dog. Have some meat, have a treat, Mom.
I grew up with that. I had a younger sibling. It's exactly the trick.
And he's doing just like the younger sibling as well. I don't even know if he was... I wonder if this is a punishment that his mom gives him, or if the dog, don't even look at me. I don't want to look at you.
It's hiding in the corner. It's had enough.
I told you to make a mistake. Forgive me. Oh, the dog... This is not the dog's first rodeo with his owner here.
No. Get him. Bite his fingers off. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, I'll give you money. Please forgive me. And the dog wants to forgive him. Look at those eyes. The innocent little doggy. I want to trust you so much. I can use this money to go buy doggy hookers. He's got that same tone of voice. This motherfucker just gave me something, and now he's yelling out for Mom again. Hurry up and steal your money.
He's doing psychological abuse on this dog.
Are you for real right now?
That is the life of Xiaoping, and we could check in with Xiaoping every week. Every day, probably, the amount of videos, but it would make us a bit too sad. Let's get on the justice for Xiaoping. Mama Xiaoping needs to see this.
Now, put the staple gun down right now. Right now.
It's that look off to the side there, where it's looking for approval for someone. I can keep this somehow. Will brother let me keep this? Will you look away? Look over there. Look over there. See, something's happening over there. Showing my puppy things he's never seen before.
A little big-eared Frenchie.
So that is brand new to that doggy. Any doggy that was alive during 9/11 is no longer alive. So showing her doggy new things, such as things from her childhood that occurred on the news. And speaking of news of some sort, I guess you could call it, I did go to the Cleveland section of Craigslist Misconnections. Wasn't as active as the Portland or the Los Angeles Misconnections. So I do have some to see what's going on out there, and it's different temperatures as well. There were many gay men in Los Angeles just looking to hook up. Then in Portland, there were a lot of you were an asshole, and I think I presented 2 of those. Tiff Wash, not a fan. I love the old Simpsons gag where they've got the tour bus going down the highway, Cleveland, and then it pulls into Cincinnati. And nope, it was just a 3-point turn.
Yeah, exactly. That stung a little as a kid. And here's the thing, like, as I got older, like, it's my hometown, and so I am a little biased, but I swear to you, like, right before COVID, things were doing great. You know, the Cavs won a championship that put some revenue in the city around 2016. Over the next 4 years, like, the nightlife was trying to grow a little bit.
The thing about the Browns, the Browns are only allowed to win a Super Bowl when they leave Cleveland and become someone completely different, like the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, that's the other thing is there's not enough people here to sustain all of that unless it's going good all the time. Everybody kind of lives in the surrounding suburbs, and the people in the city could give a shit less about the sport, going to the actual sporting events. You know, we just sit in the bar and drink.
Tiff Wash is one of your neighbors just outside of Cleveland. Drew Carey said that Cleveland rocks, of course. Ooh, that's streaming now. Drew Carey show. That wasn't streaming anywhere for the longest time. And now you
I would
can
like to
check
go
it
back
out.
and revisit. Yeah, I would like to revisit that.
Drew Carey show had a good few seasons, especially I remember Wednesday nights on ABC. It was the Drew Carey night. Whose Line Is It Anyway? Inspired so many terrible podcasts and improv troops around the country that we are still suffering to this day.
Yeah.
Actually, that's what I need to look up for a future show, are some improv troops out on the internet.
That is a good idea.
We do have people coming into Cleveland. We have a 42-year-old straight male new to Ohio looking for someone to show me around and go do things. Innocent enough. This one actually sounds like a legit person, just like, I need help making friends. Could you respond to this? Little odd.
There's a lot of that going on in the Cleveland subreddit. There's a lot of people. I'm new in town. What neighborhoods are good? And somebody made a joke about it because you see the circle there is like dead center of Lake Erie. It was like, oh, what neighborhood is this a good place to hang out? Because everybody just keeps asking, where's a good place to go in Cleveland? It's like there's a lot of people passing through.
You got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
It's there. You wouldn't recommend it. It's not the Van Gogh experience.
Well, comparatively to the art museum and the science museum, those are both much more entertaining to me. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame comes off like, you know, look at all this memorabilia, and it's like the Smithsonian for music. I'll put it that way.
Going back to the Drew Carey show, when Krista Miller left, I stopped watching. Drew Carey had that romance with her, and then he bungled it, and the show just kept going on. I guess it was probably, I think cast members generally sign 7-year agreements, so it was probably the 7th year, and she went off. I think that her husband was a writer or something on Scrubs, but showed up on Scrubs looking all hot because she looks all hot. But got out of Cleveland, off to wherever the fuck Scrubs was. I forget where that was supposed to be set.
Oh, I can't even remember the name of the hospital. I wanted. Oh, well, come on, move on.
While we think of it, we'll look for a friend for a daytime activity in the Southwest. Hello, I'm a professional male who works from home. I'm looking for a woman to break up the day. We can go for a walk, share a coffee, and just relax for a while. I can share some good relaxation methods. Very undertony of being pervy.
Yeah.
He's got it underneath there. Some good relaxation methods. Or the first thing that gets your eyebrow to be like, huh? Are you perving?
Yeah, you're like, okay. Yeah, I don't like the double entendre. These are pretty short.
Nice. Yeah, they're not flowery. I've got a few more here, and I don't think a single one of them gets flowery like we saw in Portland and out in Los Angeles. Very flowery in Los Angeles. That's where the people who want to be TV writers congregate. Actually, at a coffee shop. I wanted to be just like the rest of the Los Angeles phonies when I lived out there. So I'd always go to a coffee shop and write as well, because people have to see you doing it. You got to see me being a phony. But it's a nice day in Cleveland. Nice day to stay inside. Any other in-shape guys looking to get in a workout? This is what we know from...
That's it right there.
This is what we know from Craigslist misconnections. We didn't miss a connection, specifically you and I, other than the fact that we aren't penetrating each other.
Yeah, that's what was interesting about the, like the one ads, the Emperor W4M, that kind of stuff. It was just interesting to read through sometimes.
I like this one. Tiffany DeSalle in Westlake. I need you.
It makes its point. So. That's not a misconnection if you know the person, is it?
There's a chance. Well, maybe he lost his phone, like in Curb Your Enthusiasm. Someone threw it into the lake, and he lost her phone. But this is all he's been crying out for the past week. Tiffany DeSalle, I need you.
The name is just repeating in his head. I gotta find her. He's got the Lloyd Christmas disease.
A rapist wit. Mark Bass, that sounds like a Silver Lake kind of thing, of taking an actual typewriter into it. I haven't owned a typewriter since I was in like middle school. So my hipsterism in writing is not on the same level as those folks out in Silver Lake, where the hipsters go to mutate. I wonder what they've become. It's been a few years since I've seen how hipsters have mutated.
Yeah, I don't think they're dragging their 1930s typewriter around with them so much anymore.
I never saw a penny farthing. Actually, here in somewhere, I saw a guy on an electric unicycle. So that's a big old hipster thing, the electric unicycle.
You're liable to get shoved off a unicycle in my neighborhood. They see you go down the street on that. You're going to get pushed.
We do have one a bit longer than the calling out for Tiffany. Girl at Target and Home Goods in Strongville.
Strongsville, yeah. There's a little sneaky S in there.
Yeah, it went right by me. I told you that you were beautiful after seeing you in both Target and Home Goods, coincidentally, in Strongsville. I expected you to just say thank you, but you actually wanted to talk to me. I was so nervous. I didn't see it at the time, so I just walked away and left. I'd give anything for that opportunity again. I never did social media, but I suspect very much she's local to Strongsville. Oh, will someone please put a feeler out and see if there is maybe a Facebook for me? If she sees this story, she will definitely know who I am. Thank you in advance.
Will definitely know who I am. What a stalker.
You were so beautiful seeing you. Well, what did you say to her? You don't even say, well, hi there, hot stuff. Ah!
Right. Yeah, no, that's
he
ran away. Bye.
That's a lot of words to say. I said you were beautiful. You said hi back, and I just scampered away up a tree.
Yep, that he had to go back to Sporting Goods to hide.
But this one is a little more specific. Beautiful black woman who smiled at me. Have you smiled at me? Out in Cleveland. We exchanged a couple of looks and a smile. Your eyes were so beautiful. I'm a 60-year-old white male. Maybe we should get some coffee sometime. And I actually think that she might also be in this Misconnections. Smile Squad leader in Cleveland. I think this is who he's looking for. Glamorous and fabulous in Cleveland. It's Brooklyn. Catch me grinning like I just won the lottery, because why not? I'm a sunshine-filled ball of silliness with a well-rounded bust and a knack for restorative Sundays. Hit me up And then that's her phone number. Just a short walk from Cleveland State, so don't get run over trying to catch up with my vibe. That's a hooker.
Oh, yeah. I think that other guy would be happy.
I think that a hooker smiled at this man, and now he's trying to date her.
Oh, yeah. Good point. Good point. Yes. He might not have known.
There were some numbers here last week. I forget what perv had their number actually in here, but there's a number. I won't read it out. To call the Smile Squad leader, Brooklyn, hanging out in Cleveland. Portland Parade Rainer. So yeah, I did 7. I've been doing around 10. I already ran out of stuff from Cleveland.
There's not much going on.
I've got a couple left over from Portland and Los Angeles. So that's the biggest thing that's going on in Cleveland. There's a hooker smiling at people and a guy that's very happy to be smiled at.
It'll be a little spicier in July when it's hot outside.
Over in Portland, the Parade Rainer in Buckman. Me drinking my coffee and working on my computer when I overheard a customer interacting with the barista, saying how nice it was outside and how it feels like spring out there. You, another customer waiting in line, butting into their conversation to tell that happy customer it's all in your head. Why did you have to rain on their parade? Think before you speak.
Wow, it started out like somebody was looking for somebody else. Now it's just straight up chastising. Stay out of other people's business while I tell you to stay out of other people's business.
So far, this type of post has been exclusive to Portland.
Jeez.
You were an asshole in public, and I saw you. I forget if I did 1 or 2, but there's at least one more in the folder for a city like Cleveland that's doesn't have as many sad sacks on Craigslist looking for sadder sacks.
No, I don't think. Y'all stay home and drink or smoke.
One more from Portland to the gal in the hockey sweater. Wow, I could sure do with a hockey fan like you in my life. I've got ESPN here. He's got, it's like those pay by the hour motels. We've got HBO. Ooh, you in a hockey jersey. I've got ESPN. No, I don't have ESPN 8. We can't watch dodgeball and the lawnmower races.
Pickleball. Is that another one?
I bet you that's on ESPN 2 with the popularity of pickleball. I wonder if poker still comes on ESPN 2. That was a fun couple of years when Chris Moneymaker came out and of nowhere and got that title in the World Series of Poker.
Oh, yeah, I remember World Series of Poker. That was good stuff.
Weekly poker night for years after that. That hooked us. I loved me some Raz poker. It's the most frustrating poker around. And for some reason, I do good at it. So anyways, he's got ESPN here. If you've got time to watch some games, didn't really mean what I said about Ovechkin. I don't know how you pronounce that player's name. Oh, and the girl with me was just a friend.
Is he looking for a backup?
He must be breaking up with this girl. We're just a friend because you are my new girlfriend.
Oh, no, you can't do that to people. You're not allowed to break up with somebody for somebody else. That's completely rude, and I will go off my fucking rocker and make a film about it.
I will be so upset that I just cry at home and create something. Fucking James Rolfe is still in our mind, folks. For those who didn't see yesterday's episode, James Rolfe and his pining for his first ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But this is kind of reminding me. There's a little bit of woe is me in some of these as well.
Not in this one, though. In Santa Monica, a painter needed again. You were the older gentleman who came over to paint, and somehow it got all over my face. I'm looking for some similar paint work again.
I
Good
like
old
that
Los
euphemism.
Angeles always has a M4M, wouldn't you like to drop some paint on my face?
There was
That's what's going.
Oh, go ahead.
That's what's going on with Craigslist misconnections, and as always, it's a bunch of fucking pervs.
That's likely. I wish there was more. They would bring back the dating personals, but I guess too many people got murdered. I shouldn't say somebody. It probably happened in every city
been
that
around
Craigslist is in.
since the early days of the newspaper. That's been something that we could check out forever. And yep, now we are too murdery of a culture to have nice things like that. You got to have their
I
picture
think that's
right
what
there
happened.
up front to swipe on. Here's a picture of who murdered you if you don't come back.
That too. Yeah, exactly. Now we got at least a little bit of evidence. We know who you were with last.
Yeah, I play.
The swipey apps, they're all the same now. Okay, Cupid used to be kind of different. Fill out some essays. Let's get to know you. But now, here's a picture. Do you like the tits? I like the tits. Do you not like the
Just
tits?
thumbs up.
That's all it is. Take away. Don't shop in Strongsville. No, he sounds safe. He's too timid. All you need to do is say hello back, and that person will just run right off. Strongsville sounds like a very safe community, judging by that little wiener.
Yeah, it's pretty nice out there, out that way. Southwest from Cleveland, not too terrible.
Just across the river from Weeksburg. I cannot help myself with fucking awful puns. That's just something that is like ingrained in me to just absolutely adore awful pun and girls with illustrations on their boobies. Unlike our buddy Luigi Greenberg, I think this is a pass for him. This is a Canadian and she has like Darth Vader and shit all in that sleeve over there. So just winning me over with her nerdiness all over the place. Where is?
Yeah, now I'm starting to look at the background. And what's up on the wall? I think I see a little baby Yoda.
There's one of
Mando.
the what is that? The Sand People. I've definitely seen that.
Jawa.
But this is our segment from TikTok where we see what the fuck people were doing live, and this is a nice booby edition for those people who are wondering. Some are nice and plentiful with boobies. Some are not. This one, bookended by titties.
Yeah, I play COD quite religiously, and Stardew Valley, and The Sims,
Of course.
and Baldur's Gate.
Of course.
Yeah.
So she's looking for a Zoomer. I'm more of a millennial with my gaming preferences, but Mario Kart 64? Huh?
I can't remember. The last time I played Fortnite was when I had Xbox. That was way before I got my PC. And
I saw on a dating app recently a pretty girl, and all it said was that she is looking for a guy who is into Fortnite and getting pegged. And that's when I noticed. There is a little trans thing there. So nicely done. I didn't expect a female to male to look so convincing. So far out here and somewhere, still looks in the middle area of transition.
and now I just feel like I'd be so beginner that it would just pee me off to like even play Fortnite. Rocket League, I've played.
Trying to be to censor yourself. You do need to censor yourself. Pee me off. Also, just simple things. You'll see people talking around in some of these lives.
I also hate it because I'm not good at it, and like the steering is weird, hitting the soccer balls and everything, and like I can't get the camera angle. I think if I practiced more into it, I could do it. But Rocket League was not my cup of tea. 902, thank you!
Mr. Blue Sky.
She's got a good angle.
It joins with this set of boobies. And sometimes that's all you need to be popular on TikTok. Oh, I got rid of all the extra comments and stuff. We can't see how many people were actually watching this.
Rocket League is pretty fun. Since she's not talking, I can talk. And I do play Fortnite now too. At least for the last month or two. Pretty fun.
Got to throw that in your gaming streams. It might get a zoomer or two. I'm still obsessed with XCOM 2, and I could do some game streams of that, but no one gives a shit. It's not as fun to watch, and it's a few years old. No one gives a shit.
I understand. There's other games that I really like to play that I wouldn't play on stream.
Fisher-Price Power Wheels.
Last girl was just listening to music. This one's lying down, watching TV. And now we're watching her watching TV. Kind of looks like we're gazing into her eyes, though.
Are you supposed to, like, set it on the couch next to you and pretend like you're watching TV together? Is it like a weird girlfriend experience?
I guess at this point in the date, we're just gazing into her eyes because we just love her so much. We don't have time for the toys that made us. They're in the background.
Oh, toy cars, okay.
Oh, the Power Wheels. I had that down a bit, but yeah, the Power Wheels done caught on fire. So I guess I'm glad I didn't whine like a little bitch for one of those.
Well, when you were a kid...
And just a few years later, Fisher-Price...
When I was a kid, those were cool. I just didn't whine about them. I whined about Power Rangers and Ninja Turtle figures. That's for damn sure.
Oh, yeah.
Currently, I'm watching How It's Made.
We got a theme going here. The toys that made us, how it's made.
Although I've watched it like a million times.
This is a TikTok about what the people are watching instead of what they're doing.
I'm not really big into watching TV. I'm more like a YouTube girly. I watch a lot of YouTube. But other shows...
Come back. What other shows do you like?
What are your favorite shows, Lacey?
Well, fuck. We missed out on what TV shows this YouTube person actually likes. Am good. You look cute. I just always think of these compliments coming from the creepiest motherfuckers.
It's the Pakistani jungle people with the feathers. That's who makes those comments. When they're not on TikTok, they're looking for chicks, cruising for tail.
Like you, love you. That is a fun trend. That is not caught on out here to where you just say maniac phrases, nonsense words. Well, maybe they are actually saying words. We don't speak their language when they get a tip and just go, ah.
Excuse me.
But I don't think ah is a word in Arabic. I could be wrong.
I think that's just a universal phrase.
Unlike thumbs up, that was something. Finding out. Thumbs up. I heard our military over in the Middle East. Thumbs up, guys. Oh, those motherfuckers thumbs us up. I think the middle finger is universal. That seems to be. I don't know of any culture where that's not a just fuck off type of thing.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the biggest ones.
And I don't consider myself a huge fan of Friends, but I do remember this being the symbol for our parents are around. We can't give each other the finger.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. It was a Joey thing. I remember that.
Joey and his hot sister, Adriana from The Sopranos. I think that only lasted one season. Whenever the most popular show happens, like that was the reverse of Frasier. Frasier had a run, I think, that was just as successful as Cheers. And then you have Joey from Friends, where you can't even find that streaming. People don't want to acknowledge that happened.
No, I know. I guess it was just fell flat on its face. I I didn't watch it. I remember like peripherally watching Friends. It would be something that was on because it was on before Seinfeld. And
I did watch the Michael Richards show when he was a detective, and it was just, it was kind of muddled in him trying. He wanted the show to be like just straight, him being a detective, and the network, they were like, well, we want Kramer, the detective.
Yeah. That's exactly what they wanted, and it wasn't going to work. It would have been more like Monk, I think, if he would have got his way.
I did hear something of him possibly being in the run for, but yeah, that was a solid detective show. USA was on fire back around that time. They also had Burn Notice.
I was just going to say that.
For those who don't know what Burn Notice is about, it's about explosions. There
And
will be
boobs.
some explosions in each episode of Burn Notice. And anytime I see that actor pop up anywhere, that's one of those, it's Burn Notice.
I can't. I want to do the impression, but I can't, but he was like, as a secret agent, you go in your trunk of your car. And blah, blah. Like, it was such a good, campy show. It was so good.
Yeah,
and
giving
it
you
had
tips
Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell was his buddy. Some of those tips for what spies do to get out of things, some of them were like, oh, this sounds absolutely real life, and some of them are just like, we wrote ourselves into a corner. Here's some horseshit that all spies know.
Yeah, exactly. And it was very atypical. It was like, if you like a stereotypical undercover spy, double agent kind of thing, it's a good show. You can't not like it.
A bunch of the shows were all like crime comedy related. Psych was another one, along with Monk. Crime Comedy USA was on fire there, goddamn, about 15 years ago. What happened,
I gotta make fun of the pineapple now, because that was a thing in Psych.
There was a pineapple in every episode somewhere.
Yeah.
Before the swingers really took that pineapple and ran with it.
Yeah,
That
I don't
was
know
the-
why. I think
First thing I thought of when we were all talking about April's tattoo, I was like, oh, pineapples. I got a shirt with pineapples on it, and now I'm nervous to wear it outside.
It used to just be a fun citrusy fruit that ate you back. That was something I found out by accident, that, my mouth is very bleedy because all those enzymes are breaking me down.
Oh, geez, yeah.
He'll always be Burn Notice to me, Tiff Wash. Michael Weston was the character name.
Yeah.
Not even a character, just the Burn Notice.
it's just, yes, love this song.
Well, we can't be having that.
Granny saw well, so I.
Doing a bit here, so we'll be the judge of if this is any good. Actually, gotta remember editing this. I'm gonna jump ahead of Granny. I am going to save you all this bit.
Wait, no, go back. Just give me another 5 seconds or so. I just
Okay.
want to hear. Just
Okay.
a few seconds, please.
I tell you what, and then you can get you a cream pie for dessert. Now, I've been told cream pies is real good. I hope the young men that told me about cream pies weren't lying. Meant something dirty.
Not all in the family. That's definitely not all in the family. She's trying to do that Carol Burnett mama bit. Mama's family, not all in the family. Mama's family.
Yeah, she's going for I did not know that was not an old lady for the longest time. Rini is a fan. It was just kind of the same joke of her saying something dirty without realizing it. So I saved you 2 more versions of that. Oh, I don't have Alf nearby. I can't break out Dancing Alf for our DJ here. Greg! Was that button-eyed Greg or network and forced eyes Greg?
He has a little black eye.
That's the network change. He had button eyes. Once he got
Oh,
actual eyes,
okay.
that was a network note.
Oh, that.
Yeah,
Also,
like
this one
halfway-
I think is kangaroo-ish.
halfway through the season, well, not even halfway through the season, because they aired the episodes out of order. Sometimes
Yeah, I know.
Greg would have button eyes. Sometimes he would have those eyes.
That was such a good show. I'm glad we watched that.
Yeah, Lucy Tightbox recommended that one once over with Kaylee when she brought up down in Tampa when I saw her for the live show. She mentioned that and Duckman. I'm always surprised to find another Duckman fan. That one, it's like proto BoJack. Once you watch BoJack Horseman, Duckman is fucking garbage in comparison, but I think I would still like it. Plus, Dweezil Zappa. I don't think he voiced anything else. He just did a bunch of voices, and I wish he did more things. Just like I like Mad doing more things.
Phantom.
Aw.
That's all I've had, Phantom, so stand proud, King.
The king.
I can't burp on command.
Well, then you're not going to make it into the intro of the TikTok show. I think I want to do a remix. I wasn't happy with the mashup I did of the two different shows for Live from Somewhere. I want to do a remix with the ladies burping in there of a new tune. Maybe AI can help me out. I'm in my infancy of learning how to work with AI.
Yeah, it's the prompt, man. You got to be able to be descriptive, but not too much, because you want to let the AI have a little bit of creativity, what it pulls from, so that way you get a nice result.
So far, the AI's 90s contemporary sounds more like 80s adult contemporary to me. Very Christopher Cross in the 90s contemporary. And I'm like, no, that's not 90s adult contemporary. I like being a perv by taking away the comments and everything, but we do miss out on like how many other people are just distracted by this girl doing absolutely nothing the way I was. And currently am.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm being quiet a bit, but I'm like, yeah, I was starting to space out.
Definitely. I'm down.
She's down.
Women are a problem in my brain. Like, they don't have to do anything. They don't even have to try. And I'm like, hi. Hello.
Where are you from? Smash. Yeah, me doing this live even thought of that. Me doing this live thought, I want to see what the pervs are saying to her. I've had my time to just perv on her without any words encumbering her body. So under 150 people watching this. Would have thought she'd get more. Maybe she's just starting. Because you can see those likes going up.
And anytime I see a refrigerator in the background, I'm always going to ask for a fridge tour. Always. I want to see what people are hiding in their fridge.
The beauty pageant out in Japan. Gonna have this for at least another 3 months.
Yeah, I don't know, man. YouTube isn't as popular in this direction. Like, there's not a lot of people doing this stuff. At least as from what I see in shorts, it's always info tidbits or some silly gimmick.
I hope the speed dating people make it over to another format.
Oh, this is one that I like.
Cash.
One of the ASMRs you're for. No mouth noises in this ASMR.
Jasmine. Jasmine.
Yes, a little
Elise.
sandy sound.
Bye, Cash. Elise. Zoe.
The mouth noises I do find funny, but I've chosen to not include them because my chat hates it. Oh, I didn't even notice her jellyfish lava lamp.
I found a cheese grater in my kitchen like that one guy had. I can go reverse ASMR.
The anti-ASMR cripples me with laughter.
Yeah, that guy's
Get the
wild.
hammer.
My friend beat me.
You got to get the most durable mic. You don't want to get a cheap mic if you're going to be beating it and grating shit over it. This is what I've been wanting for a month now.
She's doing amazing.
Taking the dogs out into freezing fucking weather. Jesus.
Dude, my dog times it. I'm like perfectly warm. I'm finally settled, and she comes right back. Hey, I got to piss. You want to take me out again?
Good girl, Waffles.
It's I would love a dog when I move out on my own and I don't have my roommate's dogs to adore. But at the same time, a cat shits in the box.
Yeah, a dog is a different style of responsibility. Cats are more independent in that way. They free feed better. Some dogs, when you pour a bowl of food, they just are like, you can't not control themselves.
The pugs have a specially designed bowl so they don't eat themselves to death. That's actually
Really?
the thing in pugs. If you give them just a flat bowl of food, there's a good chance they could just
like,
fucking
get
eat
up there.
themselves to death. Just
Poor guy. This
They
guy's
should
got a
not
train
be-
set.
They should not be
sorry.
alive, but I love you, adorable little pugs, just as much as this guy
They
loves
are.
trains.
I saw the track around the ceiling.
He is intense. He's got that whistle. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. Nope. Not the proper time for whistling yet.
I don't have my bow.
This is such an intricate setup.
I'm loving it. I've always kind of wanted to get a good train set. Gomez Adams, he would always blow up the bridge with the train on it. I was like, oh, I want a big table like that with a...
Oh, and in the movie, they had little tiny people inside the train watching them go all maniacal. That was a fun.
Oh,
addition
yeah,
the
they showed the
movie made with
POV,
budget.
that's right.
How do you take it off?
There it is. Oh, he's got a... I knew it. That was awesome.
He's doing this cosplay, this train conductor simulator, as true as possible. And now another 30 minutes of just waiting.
Oh,
we went
boy.
past an intersection. Now we're just watching.
10 million more followers.
Yeah, a lot of
Go live.
downtime.
I think it's a little less than that, but I do respect.
I am
your ambition.
autistically good at Ms. Pac-Man. Well, actually, to a point. You see this guy eating the pills there. They aren't even changing over. I don't get that far into the game.
I honestly thought it was hilarious.
No, look how fast it goes to go.
She's a nice kid, but she's a little bit of a brat.
You got a Switch.
And,
Yes.
Pac-Man Championship Edition. Pac-Man CE is on
Oh, I haven't played that in a while. Where you have the multiplayer with Pac-Man. They did that with Mario. I do it with Tetris a lot, with the massive multiplayer Tetris.
Oh, yeah, Tetris 99 is pretty good. They stopped the Mario 99. That was one of my... I like that.
I was very disappointed that was only a limited time thing, the Mario 99.
Yeah.
Me and my buddy used to play Ms. Pac-Man at the barcade, and both pretty autistic, and we could go quite a while. He told me he did that with a first date, and I'm like, oh no, you sandbagged it, right? You didn't play as you play, right? No, he
Yeah.
played as he regularly plays. Yeah,
I would have done... I know better now. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. I don't challenge your girlfriend to air hockey either.
it's just the amount of downtime where she's just looking at you, and then she gets on there, and first screen probably goes down.
And then it's another 20-minute wait for you. After you, right? You know, like, yeah, you're right.
It's a terrible first date for autistic folk like us.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, pinball, I'm not so good at, so that I could get away with. Like, we can go play pinball. There's a Simpsons table. Did you know that?
Yeah, I was aware of the Simpsons pinball table. It's been at a lot of places that I've gone to. Not a huge fan of that table, but it's an all right table.
I got to play it. There's a place near me that has it, and I was like, oh, cool. It's called Happy Dog. If you're ever in town, we'll go.
I was actually disappointed in myself when I went to Rochester for the DabbleCon a couple years back that I didn't seek out the pinball bar. I was like, what's the matter with me? I always seek out the pinball bar, just as I seek out the clown ladies. Hi, clown lady.
Yes, enjoyable. I don't know what started this trend, but it works.
The clown lady trend?
I don't know how it started, but I'm...
Yeah, it's something that's been going on since I started presenting it. Hashtag Clussy has been around for more years. I guess probably at least since 2016 when the creepy clowns were coming and just showing up different places. The cat is quite close, Mr. Z. I think I can grab her.
Yeah, good luck. And I remember the bowling machine at the Moose Lodge. That was one of my favorite things ever.
The bowling machine? Is that kind of like the Golden Tee machine with the where you slap the ball?
It's a miniature little lane, and it has a pinball machine style scoreboard, but there are they look like staples sticking up at the back of the track, and the pins go down this way.
Okay, I've seen those before.
And when you roll the ball, every little staple you cross knocks a pin up. And those were they were all a quarter to play. There was another bowling machine that had, instead of little bowling balls, that had metal puck. And you would just slide the puck. It was like a smaller. I looked into getting one. They're about $7,000. I think I can spend that on something better than.
I would love to own the Sopranos pinball machine, but I need to have a buddy who actually knows how to fix, like an engineer buddy who knows how to fix these things.
That's right, exactly. I'm a bit handy, but some of them, I'd take the time to learn how to repair it on my own, because there's no way you'll get up the chute with bills.
You get an engineer, they love that shit. I met one guy that was kind of like his hobby dream. He's like, I'm gonna create me my own pinball table one day. Whereas, other than being all autistic, when I get a multi-ball, I'm no help.
That's the best.
No. What is my favorite song to sing to? Love on the Brain by Rihanna.
So each time she gets some gift, she does a little sexual sound and face like that. So some more PG porn for some people to get her to react. They don't have the money to go over to Strip Chat, and they now have a Bluetooth vibrator. You can tip to get her vibrator to go. So here's the PG version of that.
Yeah, no kidding. That's hilarious.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. I've always wanted to go to Houston. Actually, I will be going to Houston in April.
Thank you.
I
Not quite a jiggle.
Thank
Just
you.
Just a nice little.
Oh my gosh, guys, we're at 5,403 roses.
Oh, jeez.
We're almost to the goal. If we make the goal, I'll go Twitter live tonight.
So Twitter Live must allow more shit to go. You guys want to hit the goal, which she mentioned twice. Tits DeVito. Mr. Z is giving her Tits McGee is retarded, so giving her the nickname Tits DeVito.
And you said roses are like a penny, right?
Yeah, roses are like
If we
a
hit
penny.
my rose goal, we'll go Twitter Live tonight. And there's no restrictions on Twitter Live, just so you guys know. So make sure you go follow my Twitter.
So she has a rose goal. There it is up top. Does it say? So
Hi.
she's probably looking for thousands of pennies before she goes live on Twitter to get I guess, PG-13 porn out there rather than this PG porn.
I don't know, man. I seen some, there's some things that show up. I follow Mint Salad. She doesn't put full nudes out, but some people do.
Okay. I have not dabbled in Twitter Live as much as I should then.
Well, I haven't seen them in the live, just straight up photos, like nudes and stuff.
Oh yes, yeah. Twitter has the nudes up there. Yeah,
you
so
know,
you
it
would
can't be
imagine it's the
scrolling.
same restrictions there for the Twitter Live, where if you can show pics of tits, showing videos
It's
of
gotta
tits.
be-
All right, now I have to find a May Rains over there on Twitter. She's
As long as I think
nipple
there's
over
not,
there.
it's like Skinamax. They get away with just enough. You know, there's no full-on ography.
I'm from Kansas, we're neighbors. Mm. Mm. Thank you for the roses, you guys. Thank you.
A tit jar.
a little jumping up and down, a little to the side.
Just enough to just...
Prime in the tit jar.
That's exactly it, yeah. And then over to Twitter, where she's going to... Boatloads of cash are going to come floating in.
Apparently, these are the exact same fake tits as El Horrible puts on over his actual chest sometimes. Rini believes that might be a Sibian that she's on.
Thank you guys for the roses.
I don't think it's a Sibian. It's
How old are
just her getting pleasure from almost getting to her goal. This is an update of throwing dollars at a stripper. We're throwing pennies for this lady to get some nip over on Twitter Live.
That's exactly right, dude. This is the strip club gone haywire. It's weird. It's so strange.
You guys think I am? Am I ready for what? I guess I'm ready.
Dirty Society really... Oh, a galaxy. Someone sent... I think
It's like
this is, I've
20?
been saying 25. It might be 15, somewhere in that range. We're around $20 rather than this guy who just threw 266 pennies at her.
$2.
Thank you for the universe. Thank you. Thank you so much for the universe. I love when you guys are active like this. This just makes it so much more enjoyable.
I'm going to have to check out some more of Amaya Reigns. Mr. Z believes this is a character that we should be keeping up on, a female Ray DeVito. The tits are blinding me to anything retarded, I suppose. Her tits are making me retarded. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
Make sure you follow my TikTok. I go live every single day. Make sure you follow my Instagram.
I think I need to. Mr. Z believes there is more to this character than I have been saying of this PG porn. You'll have to rewind a bit, Nimrob, to see what PG porn is going on with Amaya Reigns there. And what the fuck is that tattoo? It looks like a kind of Spider-Man eyes on a strawberry. Whatever it is, it's giving our ropey loads a nice little target.
Yeah, I can't make out what that is. Weird.
It's not a butt
Guitars
chin
on the
though.
wall.
She does have a very prominent chin, Mr. Z. She doesn't have a butt chin. You can't use that for penetration as you can with Mr. DeVito's. Now, I wouldn't recommend it, but you could. And a thanks to Mr. Blue Sky, SoundCloud, the real MR Blue Sky, for some more chill beats from Mr. Blue Sky. So, as promised, a titty-packed episode. I'm going to start editing these different. That was one of the leftover ones to go and TikTok around the clock. I'm going to start editing them a little bit different for this show going forward. Enhanced. Those titties have already been enhanced. How much more would you like it? Those did look very perky. Those top are just pushing them together, if indeed they aren't fake.
Yeah, and and that's the other thing. She's not moving them enough to like get that waterbed motion going, so you can't really tell.
You say waterbed motion, I say like a bag of sand. That's the difference between us.
From the old Virgin. That's right. I had to rack my brain to remember that, and we only looked at it yesterday.
We just dropped that clip yesterday, and James Rolfe talking about really wanting a lass. And I'm happy that the long-running ropey load joke actually got Tracy to the answer on her Wordle.
Yeah,
Rorschach
me and Tracy
boobies.
play. I play Wordle in the morning with Tracy. Fun. I don't know. It's a weird thing to do every day. I like it.
It's been a while since I've there used to be one kind of like Boggle that I used to do every day. Me and a lady from the UK were number 1 and number 2 for like ever on that one.
Nice.
Oh, I forgot about the kids clip from TikTok. We showed the pets clip, and
no, I'm weird.
Yeah, the kids clip. It's just one of them, and I kind of were you saying anything? I kind of cut you off when I was like, "Oh shit, another clip."
No, keep going. That it's just word games in my brain now.
Just those mobile games. Just don't go all Dark Side Phil on us and start spending your nest egg.
Oh no, don't worry about that. No,
Join Spurgtopia Discord. $1 super sticker. Thank you very much for the super sticker. And I cut you off again. We've been doing this long enough. I shouldn't be cutting you off this much.
That's why it's funny. It's like we're just bullshitting like friends. We both get distracted at something. No, Sam made me laugh. Join Discord. Join the Spurgtopia Discord. Discord.gg Spurgtopia. Blah 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 blah. It's fun. It's for families.
The talking through GIFs, that's my favorite thing to do. There was a shot. People are responsibly using the spoiler for very dirty clips. So there was a poopy toilet that I've put
Victoria.
just a little brown paint GIF along.
Yeah, I
with
saw that.
For those who didn't want to see it.
That's yeah, that one was a little rough. Sometimes there's some Caitlin Hatley stuff that pops up from time to time.
The nastiest, one of the nastiest things I saw was Caitlin Hatley's worn underwear being shipped off to one of her OnlyFans. That I think it was like an extended period of time that she didn't wash it by request, and we didn't need to see that discoloration, Caitlin. Fuck.
Everybody in the chat. Yeah, it's bad.
But I do have to give it up to Brent Hatley. He's living my dream. He's making a living from fucking his wife. So, bravo, sir.
I'm sorry. It's too much. That's too much.
So we saw a bunch of clips of how dogs are great earlier, and here's a clip of kids being shitheads.
Oh, good. Is that a toilet? Oh, no, it isn't. It's a garbage can.
Yeah, we got a garbage can. Looks like a futuristic garbage can from like a museum or something. They're on a field trip. the amazing disappearing kid. So that must have a system that when you close the lid, it just dumps down into where they keep all the trash, and he's on a pile of fucking trash.
That's what I mean. Like he just got, it was straight up trash compactors on the detention level. He, like when you close the lid, the bottom opens up to drop the trash into a dumpster, I think. Clever. That dude found out the fucking hard way. He ain't getting back out.
We've seen this before in Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory.
Right.
Horace! Oh my gosh! No, she... Oh my gosh! Harry, are you okay?
His friend is concerned. That sounds like that. Oh my gosh, does sound a bit. Oh no, we're gonna get in trouble now.
They're not putting them on. They are legit. Oh fuck, we've just lost our friend for like ever.
I imagine the ride to the incinerator. He's just like fuck, and there's just like a conveyor belt dropping stuff.
That's not sunlight.
That's awful. I got a similar story to something like that, but it's a little different. Me and my friends decided to go play Ninja Turtles. There's a storm drain that drains out into a creek, and we crawled up the storm drain and we started walking through the tunnels, and then we ended up coming out in the middle of the street, right by the police station in Parma, Ohio, if anybody was. And so we put the lid back down and we're all soaking wet because it was just nothing but rainwater coming through there. And the police stopped us. They're like, what the fuck were you guys doing? And we're all we stink. We're all wet. They're just, and the cop looks at us and yeah, well, here's the thing. We're probably in our late teens, early 20s. And the police,
a little old to be turtles.
Well, we were just goofing off. You know, you get drunk, you go do stuff. But anywho, like the cop straight up looks at us with the most sincere, and he goes, "Do any of you have girlfriends?" And only one person said yes. You know what I mean? Like it was, it was the worst. But then they chastised us and let us go. They were like, "Dude, you guys are stupid because they flush those, and you can get like in the movies. You know, you hear it coming, and you're like, fuck. If there's nowhere to go, there's nowhere to go. You're gonna get washed out."
Turd.
Yeah, that's exactly what would be coming. So, you know, but much like those goofy kids in the garbage can, yeah, those are the shenanigans I'm glad I don't have on tape.
Thank goodness that we are not Gen Z. All of the opinions that would be forever out there. And Mr. Z pointing out that you had a little better luck than Chad's brother doing that game. It ended a little sadder for the little Chad.
I'm wondering if that's a true story or not. I don't know. There's no real way to verify it. But Rini might remember. We heard stories about that, or I did as a kid, where another kid would get backed over out of the driveway. Like the kid would be in the driveway and the dad would be coming backing out and then nail the kid. And that's the story that Chad was running with. But I remember hearing that like urban legend style. You know, like you hear a friend of a friend of a friend who had a friend who's got ran over by his dad, you know, or something like that. So I don't know if that's something he picked up here while he was in Northeast Ohio, or if he was the guy, because he's 10 years older than me. He could have been the guy that I was hearing about. I don't know.
Rita fact-checking you that, yep, that is one of the few non-lies out of Chad Zumock.
Oh, she said, that's my uncle had a tenant who did that. I wonder if that's true or not.
You've got a connection into the actual, your uncle's tenant took out Chad's brother.
Apparently so, maybe.
We're actually getting closure to this story we didn't think that we would get.
Oh, I don't think Chad lived on the west side, though, as a kid. He grew up in Kent, so.
Now you're getting
but
too
that's what
far
I mean.
in the
Like
weeds
he might
for me.
Yeah, exactly.
I do know about Kent from the song, from the Four Dead in Ohio. A lot of dead kids there in Cleveland. What is it with you Clevelanders?
Always. It's all kinds of weird shit going on up here. It's the Florida of the North.
If only the newspapers were as free out in Florida, so we'd hear more about that. As we get, this is someone returning from last week. Tyler Hodder was the fellow who was playing with wrestling action figures and putting on a whole show. He's up to episode 60-something. He releases this on the regular of his own little wrestling action figure league. He also does movie reviews. So we do movie reviews. We like to do the successful failures, which has been on hiatus before some reworking. I do want to return to movie reviews. I mentioned a different premise for you recently. I'd like to get back to that. Just gotta
we could brainstorm on it.
Just gotta work on YouTube. Maybe it won't be on YouTube. We want to bring it to you, YouTube, the same way that Tyler Hodder here is bringing us the review of Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Okay, good. That's what it.
What's your Tyler's back with the first of the 2 Paul Blart movie reviews. Saturday I will do the sequel, so we're going to do 2 of these. It's just what a funny. I really do want to talk about this and the second one for a long time now, and I finally get to do it. It's just like with the Madea movies.
I gotta go see that.
Oh boy, we have in the catalog Madea movies. I wonder, there's like fucking 20 of them, aren't there?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna make him bigger.
Madea is this generation's Ernest, I would say, in a weird way.
Ernest, Scared Stupid was the last one. No, Ernest Rides Again was the last one in the theaters. And then, yeah, a whole, like, half the movies were straight to DVD and VHS. I still haven't seen Ernest in the Army or Ernest Goes to Africa. I'm aware of it.
That's the one I was going to... Yeah, I want to see Ernest Goes to Africa. Somebody did a short on that. Or not a short, but a video, same review. Like, this holds up well. I don't think it holds up so well.
What's holding up well is what's on Tyler's walls here. He must have some good tape. That appears to be some hand-drawn animation there. There's my pointer of the Fairly Odd Parents that he threw up on his wall. Better than Chris Chan. Definitely give him that. Can't tell what that is. WWE, of course, big fan, as we saw by his wrestling league. WCW Mayhem, WCW Thunder, all wrestling stuff up top. Bash at the Beach. Oh, some of these, maybe all of these are hand-drawn. So this is an artistic fellow. Yeah, we're going to have to see more of his art. We see his art through his playing with wrestling action figures, but I hope he does some other things as well. SpongeBob, Patrick Star. Continue with your Paul Blart review. You were very excited to tell us about it.
The release date here was January 16th, 2009 in the U.S. So, yeah. This was just a funny movie. I mean, let's hop on it, okay? So...
I love how much he has to say about this. It's a funny movie.
And that, yeah, he went nowhere. I can't believe that's that old already.
I've never seen this movie. This is one I believe Red Letter Media covered this one. So maybe he has the same take as Mike Stoklasa, that this could have been better. But it sounds like he's a big fan.
Paul Blart lives in West Orange, New Jersey. His young daughter, Martha, and his mother are just to join the New Jersey State Police. He trains at the police academy, but his hypnosis causes him to collapse before finishing the
I was going to ask if he's reading off the DVD. I think this is his review that he's written beforehand. Maybe this is someone else's review, but this is a really funny movie. And this is the plot.
I love the half boomer technology. Like, you know, He could have had it on a separate screen over there, or notebook open or something, or notepad. It's on the phone.
Fitness test, leading Blard to work as a security guard at the West Orange Pavilion Mall. The mall, basically.
The mall, basically? Okay.
One take Tyler. That's what they call him. Even though he tripped over that mall name, One Take Tyler has this down.
Blard portrays the mall on a Segway and begins training Vic, a rookie who shows little interest in the job. He is one of the villains in this movie. Spoiler alert. Like 50.
You gotta watch his face. That's where the real review is. He just pulled him.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
thank
right
goodness.
there.
The
That's the
one
review.
backup is exactly. This is a baddie. He's supposed to be his partner. I don't like him. He's no good, Nick.
He is one of the villains in this movie. Spoiler alert. Like 15 years now.
Spoiler.
God.
Poor Chrome Bum. He'll never live it down.
Meanwhile, Blard becomes allied with Amy Anderson, a vendor of a new Kolsky. Blard meets her
The owner of a new what now, sir?
New Kolsky. Blard meets her one evening at a restaurant.
I do have to compliment him for getting all of these words down beforehand. Who knows what a stumbling mess this review could have been without this preparation that he's gone through.
Do you think he read it one time before? Like he's like, yeah, I got it. This is good. And now he's doing it again.
I think he wrote it one time before. I don't think he read it one time before.
I see. Oh, the James Rolfe camp again.
And the way he
Right.
said he's got a lot to say about it, I think it's like Philip J. Fry. It took him an hour to write. He thought it would take an hour to read.
Take an hour to read.
With other mall employees. Things inly go well, but when Blard participated in a nacho eating contest with his friend Lenny, the Cello.
Oh, Red Letter Media didn't get into this nacho cheese contest. Please explain this very memorable scene that for some reason Mike Stoklasa left out.
Pipe wrenches are too spicy for him, and he causes 2 glasses of margarita mistakenly it for lemonade. He gets drunk, and
Oh, there we go. Hilarity ensues. He was just trying to cool down his mouth. It was margaritas.
makes a wild exit by
This enthusiastic review is getting me to actually go back and watch this movie that I just wrote off.
falling through.
I'm not
the
a Kevin
window.
James fan.
I know. We can pretend that it's Chris Farley the entire time, though.
Yeah, that's okay.
Fucking that. Farley, he was probably the way his mind worked. Everyone has bombs. So if he would have been pitched those Kevin James bombs, that would have put him in a terrible mindset. Because what was it? Beverly Hills Ninja was the one that flopped. Yeah. That just got him in. Both that and Black Sheep got him in such a terrible headspace. I don't know if he could live with himself if he got the Kevin James roles. The way that his mind worked, he would be like, "Oh fuck, what have I done?"
Yeah, I think the only other movies that he would have done well in would have been I can't remember the name of it. Growing Up, the Grown Ups, when it was basically a Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, Grown Ups
reunion.
They've basically said that was Farley's spot in so many words. But
yeah,
we've got Kevin, so we got Kevin.
Yeah, falling through the window. Yeah. 2 days later on Black Friday,
falling through the window. Thank goodness he highlighted that gag. I'm enjoying his review more than James's autobiography, though.
I'll give you that. Yeah, 100%. At least I got stuff to look at too. There's a Darth Vader mask up into the left side there.
Oh, it's a
That
it's a
big black
Vader
dot.
mask. I couldn't quite make that out. It looks like he's got some pins in the Vader mask,
I think it's
maybe
shiny.
that's some webbing. Yeah, something's up with the Vader mask. He's got a little bit of extra on it.
And orange.
Oh,
but
I
before
hope
we
it's
get
not
to
that
that,
kind.
Paul Blart decided
little
to
sauce on
like
it.
watch the video game part of the mall. He played a few games. One
It's an arcade. Tyler, the video game part of the mall. It's an arcade.
where he was trying to jump and he did not get to do the job done. But they placed the Hero Guitar game. I don't know much about those games really.
Ooh, so close. Hero Guitar. Actually, I do want to see Hero Guitar. That sounds like a little indie game where you go around and you're just throwing notes at all your enemies of acoustics.
Yeah, it's a
obviously.
guitar. Oh, you're right. It's the guitar personified, and that's how he has to.
Electric
pronounce his
Guitar
enemies.
Hero. I'm going for, since I decided that acoustics are his enemy in this game.
Oh,
And that was like the whole like target to like the they'll do like in these movies, the whole like the setup part where
setup. Yes.
I don't know what I'm trying to say. To like where we're going to lead to the next part of the movie. Yeah.
Oh, the setup part of the movie is over. So what do you call the next part of the movie?
In order, a gang of thugs disguised as Santa's village employees begin heisting inside the mall. They take Andy and others inside the bank hostage, and Simpson is revealed as the gang's leader. The crew force the mortality of shopping to exit the mall and place motion sensors at each entrance to declare any attempt to enter.
Okay, it sounds like we're getting to the point where Paul Blart is figuring out what to do. I'm not quite sure. We've got these motion detectors, kind of mumbling through the motion.
Yeah, I'm trying to
detectors.
pick. Right, that's exactly what's happening. He's hitting key words, like putting more emphasis on it.
The building. Blart is obviously, as he played Rock Band before walking back. Okay, they did that. Into the mall.
They did that.
Discovered that it's nearly empty. He calls the Popo and leaves the mall, but realizes that Amy is still inside when he spots her car and returns to the mall to look for her. A SWAT team arrives with
A SWAT team arrives with a giant dildo to fuck the bad guys to death. Am I right?
No,
Did that
I
happen
don't
in a
think that's what-
PG-13 family comedy?
Commander
should have.
James Kent at the helm. Kent, a former classless and bully from Blart's childhood. I don't know why that's there.
See, I told you, he wrote it once, and he read it no times before coming up on here. In his review, I don't know why that.
I don't know why that's there.
It did give us insight into the fact that this was his childhood bully. We're halfway
man.
through. Do we keep going with this?
I don't know. If you want, he's going to keep mumbling. I wonder if there's any more gems towards the end. But he not that enthusiastic about Paul Blart.
Place unit.
But he really
and
likes it. As you mentioned up front, he was excited to talk about both movies. He's a fan of these films.
others. Blart to let them handle the situation. Blart refuses and attempts to rescue Valet. Outnumbered, he is a stand against Sims' crew, implode to take them down.
It's like he's skimming over, and his crew explode.
Yeah,
Are we going back
We're
to Burn
getting-
Notice? We got some explosions.
We need one. He's given us the Cliffs notes of his own review.
Paul Blart.
Down one
Midget.
by one. He discovers credit card codes written in invisible ink. So that's a big plot twist there.
I like how you twist your face with the twist of the plot. That's you've got some filmmaker in you, Tyler.
Can we make him the next angry video game nerd?
On their arms, realize they are plans
46
to go
views,
behind robbing the
less
bank.
than 300 subscribers. We've got a long road to hoe to get him up to those numbers.
On wearing of Marva shows up at the mall to begin Blart some food. Brings Blart some food.
Bring Blart some food.
So there was a pizza delivery scene. Got it.
Oh boy, let's go to his. I'm a tap. I'm
Ooh,
a
he's in
tap.
the SpongeBob.
So he's got 1.2 thousand videos. There is quite a catalog
Wow.
to choose from here on Tyler's channel. We're
I think
looking
I
for
just
him-
crossed 100. This he's prolific. 1,100 videos, man. He's working.
a video a day for many days in a row. Let's go with the shortest of his Medea reviews. This one is 10 minutes. Oh my goodness! This must be an older one. Your poor hair. 1 year ago, and your hair is doing that. The thing it's doing now. You poor guy.
He doesn't look very old either.
He's there's more to his wrestling setup here. We've got a Goldberg standout, and
He's added a lot more.
actually, yeah. When was that first
Since-
video? I did not take a look when that first one was released. That was 2 months ago.
Okay, yeah, see, he's got
this
a
is
lot
the
more-
current.
Yeah, he's got a lot more stuff up there with his WWE stuff. No more
And
Goldberg.
it's all.
Or is that Steve Austin?
It's all self-drawn in the this WCW Mayhem Thunder. These are all his own drawings that he's put up there.
Yeah, I agree with
What's
you.
your
He's
thought,
very
by the
creative.
way? First of two Medea movies. Now, why first of two? Because, like I said before, there's a lot. So I'm just going to do the first two, which is this one, Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Oh, this is hilarious. You're going to see the other one, which is Family Reunion. So there's that. So Saturday I'll do Backlash 2002, so I can get the hell away from those fucking 2010s, all those Sunday prep.
His reviews of WWE in 2010 is like our reviews of the James Rolfe book. We'll get that out of the fucking way and be done with it.
As I'll do. Let's sell. Anyways, the release date was February 25th, 2005. Yeah, just in the US. So yeah.
Heck of a review of the Medea movie.
Reunion was.
But then again, this is regular. You're plugging your other stuff, but it's kind of mumbling about it. We've got WWE.
It's almost like he's getting a little distracted by his own reading.
So yes. So we don't know. What can I say about Medea? She's a real thug. Anyways. Helen and her attorney husband, Charles, have money success.
No, I can't.
It's so weird.
I can't.
It's so weird. No, because he went from like, Medea's so hilarious. She's a thug. And then they removed the pizza. Like, he just goes into that robotic reading voice after, like, he was
Reading
just
in front of
emoting
the
about how much he
class.
likes it. Right. Yeah, very much so. Good point.
Attorney husband.
Anyways,
Laughing to himself. Yeah. Anyways, let's get to it.
Helen and her attorney husband Charles have money success.
Have money
and buying
success.
home.
Oh, I can't do this for much longer. So that's Tyler's movie reviews. Kind of a whimper of a main event that I had scheduled for today. Because I'm not watching James Rolfe's reviews again.
No, and that's marginally better. That was marginally better. At least he was making it. I laughed. I laughed more at his review than I did at James's. I'm laughing at James for all the wrong reasons, and so is everybody else. So, but speaking of real quick. Oh yeah. Go ahead.
The character I was just going to plug the show. The assassination of James Rolfe's character continues. He's doing it himself in 2 weeks. Oh boy, I'm done. I am so checked out of this book, and we're a little over halfway done.
That's the issue. That's what I mean. Like, more than half of the book was just reminiscing on his childhood. We just now got into his 20s, and he's just now mentioning Mike and Bootsy and Kyle Justin. I had to stop and correct myself because we've been saying it backwards.
We keep saying Justin first instead of Kyle first. That's the same thing with Julia Fox's book that Carl Hamburger has been doing. Like, apparently they're pretty far into it, and she's still fucking 12 years old. Oh. No one gives a shit. You are allowed to tell your life story, but this is for the consumer. It's not for you. For you, it's just writing down all your stuff throughout your life, but not to sell to a fucking audience. Jesus.
Yeah, that's exactly what James did. He was taking notes on his own life at the time. He was very full of himself right from his mid-teens, like early on. He was just very. This is what I am. No matter what anybody else tells him, no matter if it's a college professor or his parents, grandparents, he's a film director and a film curator, and he's got a band.
I'm kind of aware, have a certain awareness to where I don't believe I would make myself come off that bad. And once again, showing, maybe I don't have the tism. You call yourself a spurg. Look what this guy wrote down and released to the world.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I do have some self-awareness, and I definitely, like, I keep doing it all the time. That's why we kind of talk over each other. I'll stop like that, because I'm slowing myself down to catch my thoughts before they start racing and I say something silly, which is always.
And we have raced to the end of this episode of Live from Somewhere. Thank you, folks, for joining. I will be back next week, Wednesday and Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern, for some, I guess it's an Imholt week. It's not a Rolfe week, so it's an Imholt week. I think we're going to do the last 5 minutes of a few episodes in a row this coming Wednesday.
Sounds like a plan. I'll keep my eyes peeled.
Yeah, give myself a break from watching a whole episode after last time. That first time didn't hurt. Second time really hurt.
Yeah, and this past week was more culmination of his boxing challenges to Patrick Melton, Carl, and I think 3 other people, if I'm not mistaken. Patrick,
he's still
Carl,
on that train.
El Horrible. Well, that's now passed. He's now getting mocked for not being a coach, and I think he threw his actual gym coach under the bus, saying that he kind of lied about it, but he didn't. I think that Aaron Imholt is a laughingstock of his small little town. There's no way that these people don't clown him behind his back, even if they're friends to his face. They got to. I can't believe that he's got genuine friends. What up, kid?
He keeps running more of them off as well. He has less friends than the year before, all the time. Moved to a new city, like me. I kind of, the lady I've gone on a couple dates with, we both kind of failed miserably at being social here and somewhere for several years in a row. Well, let me try again. Let me take another swing at this a couple towns over.
And that's exactly how radio works, too. I mean, dating shouldn't work that way exactly, but it does. But he got fired from radio in Minnesota. He should have immediately went to Colorado or Florida, or you know what I mean, like to another market where he at least has Minnesota stuff under his belt. To be like, oh, okay, we'll stick you on the air over here. You get afternoon drive or whatever. Really, it would probably be the 7 to 11 spot for him.
Hey, Stash, what's in the box? That was the late night guy on 98 Rock. He was giving away tickets. Hey, Stash, what's in the box?
Nice.
But gonna go ahead and wrap up. You're coming at us next Monday. Do you have another music compilation on the books?
I'm working on a couple. I want to do NoFX. There's a gentleman in the Discord, goes by Misfit. He was posting some NoFX last week, which kind of piqued my interest. Another good band that I can get a whole playlist out of just by that one band. Maybe The Offspring. Anybody can always drop suggestions too. If you got a band that I can at least squeeze 45 minutes out of, and more than one record. I don't want to just play one record front to back.
Not spinning
Oingo
just a
Boingo
record.
this past week. Yeah, right, exactly.
It is funny how if radio actually paid, we might be going in that direction. You want to spin some records. I want to be the associate producer to the morning show, but they ain't paying shit nowadays.
No, and that's the thing. The Tubes. That I got to watch that movie again. I haven't seen it in so long. Oh, just real quick, because we always talk about strikes and stuff. YouTube stopped me, and I never got a complaint the last playlist I played. And I was doing Danny Elfman stuff, Oingo Boingo, that kind of
The
thing.
Oingo Boingo, they just took you off air?
Yeah, well, it was like, oh, you're playing copyright music, and they stopped it. But then I did a part 2, and played another 45 minutes of Oingo Boingo, and usually I get a copyright email like, oh, you can't, this is blocked in some part of the world. Not one Oingo Boingo song got blocked anywhere in the entire world. It's YouTube proactively shutting people down. It's not necessarily the record company until they get a hold of it. Like YouTube snitching, basically, is what I'm saying.
The live bot seems to be more overreaching than the bot checking on uploaded videos.
Yeah, see, that's the other thing I was thinking. Maybe I should just start premiering it. Like, that way, I know it's going to play for the hour at least.
Yeah, give that a shot. I think it's different bots looking at it. Take harder, boy!
Yeah.
With that Simpsons reference, we are going to go ahead and get the heck on out of here. Thank you for joining me, Spurg. Thank you all for joining me live, and for those checking this video out after the fact. Thank you for joining. You can now go away.
Well, it looks like that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for going on this adventure with me. It's fun being with friends. I'll see you next time. Bye now.
Bye for now.
Toodaloo. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen. Ciao. Ding dao day.
Places all. All join hands, circle left. Now circle right and listen to me. LS, MFT. Elementary corners like swinging on a gate. To right to your honey with the right and left date. Grand right and left around you go. Lucky strike means fine tobacco. Meet your honey and give her a whirl. All swing around with the little girls. Smoke 'em, then you'll see. LS, MFT. Promenade and don't you fall. Promenade around the hall. Lucky strike is first again with tobacco men. Promenade straight down the pike. It's time right now for a lucky strike. Yes, for smoking that you're bound to like, you just can't beat a lucky strike.